is Kinesiology 339, and what I am doing in this video is working on a little introduction to fitness music, using music within a group fitness class. So I'm going to start off seated here with you, try not to talk too much, and just give you some basics. I have my little cheat sheet here just to help my brain be relaxed. It's always nice to have something. And then we'll get up and practice to a few songs. Okay, so I'm trying to keep it sweet and simple, and not too much of this sitting and talking, but I have to do this for a moment. So I want to talk a little bit about the music that you might add to your group fitness class of all variations. Okay, and you've seen so far, you've done a warm-up with me, and I gave you a one song from that. So you got to hear one song and me using the beat. So there's two basic reasons why you use music in a class, and there could be more reasons too if you think on it deeply enough, but two basic reasons are to motivate the people in your class, and the other one is to set the pace, okay? So the teacher might use, so there's the style that the teacher might use the music in a way that they use the beat. They're on the beat, okay? And those are certain styles, and that style of teacher has something the book refers to as music mastery. Kind of love that. And it's not something that we have to get in this class right away or anything like that. Music mastery is knowing how to use the beats. For one, you're on the beat of the music, but it's even more than that, is using these 8 to 16 to 32 count blocks, these measures, and putting combinations into those 32 counts. And so a very complicated class works on staying within those blocks and making their music fit right with the music, and making their moves fit right with their music. Did I say that right? And that is a very, very challenging thing to learn. I have the edge of it. You know, I know how to move to the beat pretty well, and over time, but those complicated steps are just not a style that I teach. And I admire that people can do that. It's quite a skill. If you ever get a chance, if you're looking up videos, a Zumba class is quite cool the way they use music. They are right on each song. They have a plan that fits into the music. So that's one thing. And music can also, there's also simply choosing music as background. Okay, so there's foreground music and background. And background music simply complements what you're doing. You may use the beat a little bit, you may not. Maybe it's just really quiet. It could be loud, motivational, depending on the style that you're doing. So say, for example, yoga, stretch, that kind of thing. You just have sweet music in the background that complements what you're doing. So music can also, what I would say, create an ambiance to a room. I love moving to music, not exactly the mastery kind of style, but I just love feeling music with any kind of class that I teach. So you'll see that about me, but it doesn't mean that you have to. In fact, just so you know, a good group fitness class does not have to have music at all. It could just have your awesome teaching, and that's more than enough. But this little subject right now that we're talking about is music, and it does add a sweet energy to the class. Okay. So today what I'm going to do is share 3 songs with you. 2 of them are upbeat, dance kind of music, and we're just going to feel the beat. You're going to move with me. So you are going to get up wherever you are and practice with me. It could be the second time you're watching this video, but at one point you're going to get up and play with me and practice these really basic. I'm not going to do anything too complicated. We just want to feel the beat. So yes. And then there'll be a 3rd song that is going to be totally relaxed, and we're going to sit down and kind of peace out a little bit and feel that ambiance of a class. So before we get up, I have to say 1 or 2 more things. Now, I did, of course, post a handout connected to these, so I hope you read a little bit about legally licensed music that you can use or not. So the truth is, if you download a playlist and you use it in a class just on your own that you're making money from, that is actually not allowed. And it's something I've learned a lot about over the years, too. I know I'm going to say this just briefly. I know I break the rules on that sometimes, definitely. Here at HSU, I'm not sure, what is the deal here. But when you go to when you start working at a club or a studio or something of that sort, it is good to know, because there's also a blanket license that the whole club might have that'll keep you covered, okay? So that might take care of you in regards to music. So I'll let you read up. I'm not going to sit here and lecture about legally licensed music, but I will let you read up more on that when you need to, when it interests you, okay? So, for your assignment 2, the fitness music assignment 2, you are going to be searching out 6 different songs, okay? 2 songs that you might have as a warm-up, whatever songs you feel would kind of get upbeat and get the person moving, kind of catch people's interest. 2 songs that would be for the workout style of the class, and so we're thinking of a class that's maybe a little more active, that you're looking for 2 songs for that, and also 2 songs that are going to cool you down, or it could be a strengthening section, so it's a slower beat. So you'll see on the handout, I showed a little thing about beats per minute, okay? Beats per minute, if you want to try and count it in a song that you're listening to, you would obviously just try and find that strong downbeat and be counting for 30 seconds and double that, and you get beats per minute. However, a good way to practice with a song is simply get up and try to do your moves with it. And music, honestly, the songs that I choose, that I teach to, are not exactly my favorite songs. They're not songs that I have at home on my playlist. They are songs that I like well enough, and they work in the situation. Like in an active fitness fusion class that I love to teach, the music's fun, it's active, it's strong. It's not my favorite music at home, but in that it works. And so yes, you're thinking about what you need. It's not always your favorite song. I admit when I do yoga and stretch, I do pick lots of songs that I love. I really love sweet, beautiful music, so that works out well. Yeah, so I don't want to sit here and talk too much. I want to get up and move, and then maybe talk a little bit at the end also. Okay, so you ready to get up with me a little bit? Got 2 songs. There are some music that I used to buy more of that is called legally licensed music. And so it was fitness music they created that I could pick out for a class that's already been, it's allowable to use. And so I have one of those songs, and then the first song I'm playing here is just an upbeat song, and then a really sweet, mellow song. So here we go. This one's called Feeling Better. How's that sound, all right? Nice. I'm going to step back a little bit. So what you're practicing doing, and some of you, this might be more natural, and some might be a little harder, no problem. You're just at home practicing on your own. You're going to tap one foot, and you see if you can feel that strong beat, right? And then begin to use that foot, your right foot, and march. So play with that for a moment. See if you can find that right leg. Right. Good. Keep us going here. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to step touch. So it's like the step. Did you find it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do one more idea with you. One more. We're going to double step it. We're feeling the music. For some reason, it's going to take me that way. Okay. 4, 3, 2. We're going to double step that way. What little claps are? Right there? How about that? Did you find it? Step. That's it. One more this way. One more that way. March it on the left. Alright, so there's a little sample of that. We'll stop that song. So just little samples of each. I have another song. The next song is kind of a Latin rhythm, and it is a legally licensed song, and it was made to sound really particular, like a person teaching step aerobics or something could use it in their step combination. So I'll play with that and do the best you can to try and catch on to what I'm doing. I bet you'll do just fine. what you'll notice if you teach or when you teach this style class, which I do every semester, I'm always teaching on the beat, is that you got your people that catch the beat, no problem. You know, even if they're like, they don't think they do, they just do. You see it. They're on it and they're more comfortable, and that is sweet for them. And I've always had that in myself too. But then there's those students that it is harder for some reason, the beat, and you might relate to this, okay? You might be like, that's me, Kristen. You just can't quite find that beat. It's harder. You can't connect the legs to the beat that you're hearing. And just be so patient with those people. You might notice that and kind of take your move down, simplify it. If you guys were with me working out up here, I would just want to slowly, with smiles, bring you through it and let you, mess up if you need. Just movement is awesome, whatever it is. So you want to encourage that within your class. All right, talk. Good stuff though, huh? This next song, let's see, here I go. All right, I'm going to play with you a little bit. Right, feel that? Good, now watch, I'm going to do side out, it's like this, right, left. Find that one, right, I'm going to stay with it. Give you time. You better be doing this with me, okay? Or you're going to do this with me. Keep that, I'm going to add in an arm. If the arms are confusing you, right here. All right, a couple more ideas. Take it for doubles. Two. Find that one? Yeah, it's called a side out, double side out right here. Now I'm going to play with a double slide. Be patient. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to keep doing it just so you can practice it for a moment. How about one more time each side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. You got it. March it. Right. Beautiful. You can take a break. There's one thing I want you to notice. I'm going to take a seat now. Well, no, wait, I'm still pulling down. I'll stay here standing for a moment. One thing I want you to notice that's not part of this, what I'm teaching right now, but it's important. I am nearing you, okay? So when I say right, and I got you going on the right, it's my left leg. So in my head, it's not as easy as you think. You'll see eventually if you ever try this. You practice saying right when you are on your left, to the right. So mirroring is going to come into an important part, an important thing that I want to teach you. Okay, I hope it's okay when I mess up and I just keep trying. I do that in a normal class too, so what the heck. All right, third song is more relaxed, okay? You got a comfortable place to take a seat? I so wish you were here with me. I would make you guys think of ideas for this part. I wouldn't make you do anything. I would ask you. Ooh, I got a little sweaty. This room is warm right now. So I'm bringing you to a comfortable seated position. And I do realize that sometimes cross-legged is not comfortable. If you have the tightness in here, if you've done a lot of athletics or things that have tightened you up in this, you might find the cross-legged not comfortable. It's a good thing to notice because people will be forcing themselves here. They cannot relax. Okay. And right now what I want you to do is have a tall body. Your legs are out. So I'm not going to do a lot. Another day I'll do some stretching with you. But feel that. That music slows you down. Your voice also relaxes with the changing music. And you might ask your class to slow down their breathing. Do you know the figure 4? Do you want to do that stretch? I teach it a lot. So I'm looking at my class, I'm mirroring you, and I want you to do your right leg first, because it feels nice to do right leg first sometimes, right? So I'm going to say cross your right leg over, and and I'm taking my left leg. Just wanted to teach that mirroring idea again. And the hands back. Sometimes I know this particular version of figure 4 is tight for certain legs. It's not comfortable. I have more I can teach you as we go. So see if this feels all right. So the last thing I want to share about music is a little information about what someone called intelligent music at one time, and I like that idea. How to choose the right music for your classes. And for one, it's simply the pace, the beat. This is for a yoga stretch class, things like that. But intelligent music also has to do with the songs you choose. Are you choosing songs with positive lyrics that are non-offensive? That might be important in the situation you might be in. It might be really important, sometimes it's less so. I'm going to put my feet together and just hang out in butterfly and finish talking to you about this. When a song has a lot of lyrics, that can be fun, it can work, but sometimes the lyrics can get in the way of what you are saying, and your cueing is the most important. So you have to think about that. Are you struggling against the music and the cueing? When you choose your songs, you're also thinking about the people that you're teaching. What kind of music might that group like? Of course, there's always variety, you know that, but it could be an age group thing. Here at a college, what would I choose to teach? If I was at a senior home, what would I choose to teach? Things like that. And even on a more picky basis here, a lot of songs are awesome. They have this strong, awesome beat. But if you listen to the words carefully enough, they can be very offensive. And you don't know who might be in your class. And usually it's not too bad. Once or twice over the years, it's been long enough, over the years, I've had someone come up and go, you know, that song, that really offended me. That is not one. And I never, said, what? I was like, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, let's take that one out. Because that is so important. And I've started to work on the music that I use a little bit more. Now some classes, they call for any song that you want, it just seems appropriate. I took this class once called Booty Yoga. Have you gotten to take that yet? It wasn't quite my style, but I had a blast. Took yoga to like a kind of booty shaking level. It was interesting. And the music she used, it was fun. It was like dirty, down to it, fuck you, all that was in there. And it was fun for the class, but it kind of got on my nerves a little bit. I didn't want to hear all that fuck you down, and I wanted to, feel more cleansing within my yoga practice. So that was a little interesting for me. But you could see how it worked in the energy it brought to a class. So there you go, that's a little introduction to music. I am wondering, and I'm thinking about one more video connected to this where I would not talk so much about it. I would simply choose maybe 3 or 4 songs and move to those songs. So I think I'll have that available to you for those of you that want to practice more with the beat of the music.